Is this nefarious, or is this just counterfeit goods being produced in China?
Well, it's a very interesting question, because, of course, nothing really goes on in the Chinese economy without at least the tacit understanding and knowledge of the Chinese Communist Party. I mean, China's a highly regulated society where dissent is cracked down upon, where people's movements are watched. The idea that you could really run a large-scale criminal, operation without, having attracted the attention of authorities, I think is highly unlikely.
So there's mass forgery of stamps being made in China, being bought by organisations for a lesser price in the UK and being used in the UK. Is that what this is?
Yes, correct. It could be people doing this as well. And of course, these are individual companies who are flogging this stuff out there. It's not the government, kind of printing this. But I'm saying there's an obvious connection between the government and what goes on in the Chinese economy.
Why would the Chinese government want to influence Britain by counterfeiting its stamps?
Well, one could ask, why would the Chinese government want fentanyl to invade the US? Why would the Chinese government want IP theft?
It's fentanyl, Adam. It's not a stamp.
Correct, but every form of disruption that can occur within Western societies where people are pitted against each other, where there can be economic confusion, a lack of confidence, a loss of belief in our systems is helpful to China. Now, again, I'm not saying at this moment in time that there's any evidence the Chinese state is orchestrating this, but does it hurt Chinese ambitions to sort of weaken its enemies? Of course not. It's part and parcel of it. And what we have to do, therefore, is go straight to the source and go to the Chinese regime in Beijing and say, look, we know this is happening. You must know it's happening. What are you going to do about it?
Dr. Alan Mendoza, Executive Director of the Henry Jackson Society.